The crowd was stunned to see the owner frantically apologizing to Dustin. They all gaped at Dustin, jaws I-rocked in disbelief. $10 million had accidentally turned into $100 million, and the transaction was successful. How much money was on that card? No one could laugh anymore. Instead, their eyes were full of shock and envy as they stared at Dustin, who had acidly paid what ordinary families couldn't even earn after generations. He was the true tycoon. That's impossible. After getting over his shock, Mike's reaction turned into disbelief. Did you make a mistake, sir? There's no way this guy could have so much money. How could such a shabbily dressed man have $100 million? He's right. It has to be fake. There's no way anyone would carry $100 million around. Nina voiced her suspicions as well. Although none of the others spoke, they obviously doubted it as well. Look closely, you ignorant fools. The owner humphed and slapped the bill onto the table. Several people who read the slip of paper were shocked. LT's real? Both Mike and Nina were stunned, and even those who had their doubts were astonished. With the proof right before their eyes, they had no choice but to recognize Dustin's wealth. Where did you get so much money? Abigail asked in awe. $10 million was shocking enough, much less $100 million. I earned it, of course. How else? Dustin responded indifferently. What do you do to earn that much? Abigail became even more curious. I'm a doctor. I treat wealthy people, so it shouldn't be surprising. Dustin answered truthfully. I see for a moment. Abigail pondered if she should start learning medicine instead. My apologies, sir. I'll contact someone to refund you immediately, the owner kept apologizing. There was no way he could afford to offend someone who had over $100 million. Anyone in their industry knows that if someone has $100 million in their deposits, their total assets could be worth 10 times more. Just get it done, Dustin responded with a nod before turning his attention to Chubster. Hey, Chubster, I don't have $10 million. Will $100 million do? The corner of Fatty's eye twitched, his face darkening rapidly. Just like how arrogant his attitude had been earlier, he felt equally humiliated right now. Who could have thought that a country bumpkin could be this rich? I'll take your silence as a yes, Dustin smirked. As per our earlier agreement, you should get to your knees and start barking now. You should go easy on others. You never know what might happen in the future, so don't push your luck. Chubster growled. I doubt you were going to let me go easily either, so why should I go easy on you? Dustin wore a fake smile. Because I'm from the Doyle family, Chubster answered coldly. My name is Duncan Doyle, and my eldest brother is Terry Doyle, someone who is well known in Millsburg. What? Terry Doyle? Everyone paled after hearing his name. Most people have heard of that name before. The Doyle family is a martial arts family that runs a security firm. They were known for providing excellent security for wealthy and powerful families. Terry Doyle was the future head of the family. At a young age, he had already made a name for himself for being a capable but ruthless man who disregarded the law. In terms of power, Terry was potentially Tyler Grant's rival since they both liked doing things however they wanted. So what if you're rich? You still have to submit to the Doyle family. Mike goaded secretly. As a martial arts family, the Doyle family has always acted however they liked, so they would never take this matter lightly. The Doyle family is incredibly powerful. I guess it's over for this guy. Nina shook her head, pleased with the show. Being rich was different from being powerful. Some rich families were nothing but ants to powerful families. You scared now? Duncan smirked. Since you know who I am now, you should know what to do next, right? He may not be able to withdraw $100 million, but he had a powerful brother. As long as he used his brother's name, most people would let him have his way. So what? Don't be a sore loser. You've lost the bet, so you should keep your side of the bargain, Dustin responded bluntly. Huh? Duncan frowned. Do you have any idea what you're saying? Are you challenging the Doyle family right now? My answer remains the same. Since you lost, you'll have to kneel, Dustin answered. You have no shame. Duncan slammed his palm onto the table and yelled. Men, teach him a lesson. Immediately, two burly bodyguards popped out of the corner of the room. Those who disrespect the Doyle family will have to pay the price. Therefore, we will break one of your arms today." The two guards glowered at Dustin as they advanced furiously, making people dodge aside out of fear. "Go away." As soon as the two men came near him, Dustin smacked them across the face forcefully, sending them flying. Furniture broke, and wine splattered in all directions. Holy shit! Duncan was shocked. He didn't expect Dustin to be so powerful, defeating his two elite bodyguards effortlessly. "Kneel." Dustin walked toward the other man slowly, his eyes turning menacing. "You better not mess around. My brother won't let you go. You harm me," Duncan shrieked. "Is that so? Let's see if your brother is capable enough." Dustin sneered before jamming his foot into Duncan's abdomen. "Ouch!" Duncan wailed. He soared through the air before his knees smashed into the ground, turning into a bloody mess. "How dare you hit me?" Duncan stammered, outraged. "So what?" Dustin replied calmly. "You shouldn't blame me for teaching you a lesson when you broke your promise first. It should be fair to trade the 3 barks with 3 slaps." With that, he delivered 2 slaps across Duncan's face. It caused the man to feel lightheaded, his teeth popping out and his nose bleeding. Duncan's already plump face swelled up even further. "Remember to keep a low profile the next time you try to have some fun." Dustin raised his hand slowly and delivered the last blow. With a loud smack, Duncan's body, which weighed over 200 pounds, flew into the air before landing on one of the tables heavily, and the man passed out on the spot. The sight had rendered everyone speechless as they gaped at Dustin. How could he hit someone from the Doyle family? Did he have a death wish?